Happy Sunday, guys. So I'm going to just jump straight in. Last week I took partials at 5045, so it's somewhere around here. And of course, gold pullback as I expected, but it came very close to my entry, but I held. So I know most traders probably would have moved their stop to break even maybe panicked on the pullback and close, but I'm going to break down why I didn't and what I'm watching going into this next week. So let's go to the H4. Let's go to the higher time frame. So yeah, we had that high, the high 5602. That's the all-time high that price is probably chasing now. And as we know, we had that aggressive pullback down to 4402 area, but since then we've been building higher lows, right? We printed a low around 4842 this week, which I think I mentioned in my video last week. I wanted to see a strong close below 4878 for me to think that, we're going bearish. And I know there were some people that thought, yeah, we've kind of had that. But then we need to pay attention to price action and kind of scale down to the lower time frames and see what's happening. But even if we were just going off this 4-hour candle here, that's indecision to me. So I was not thinking sells at all. Because then shortly after that we had like a reaction around the sort of 4963 area. Yeah, so that told me structurally the market is not bearish, and as we know, gold doesn't stay down for very long anyway. So I was not, I was very short term on sales if there was going to be the opportunity to, and there definitely was. However, I prefer to go with the trend. So yeah, we had price compressing and building up, and right now we're pushing back towards 5090, and sort of, well, in fact we closed at 5108, and 5119 for this play was my top position anyway, my top TP. I'm expecting price to pull way back up, go back towards those highs, but I know there's always going to be price doesn't go up in a straight line. I mean, it definitely dropped in a straight line here. But yeah, we do, even if you look closer in here, for going down to lower time frames, there's definitely pullback. So yeah, I expect, I could be wrong, we could just saw right through, but I do expect there'll be some reaction at the 5119 area. As it acted as previous resistance, and yeah, we just want to see price kind of accept above it. I think it will, but it's not about what I think. We need to go with what price is doing. So the big question this week is simple. Do we accept above 5119 or do we reject it? And as long as on the H4 we are holding above around this kind of area here, which we are at the moment, I'm remaining structurally bullish. Let me drop down to the H1. So it's even clearer here, For me, it was, I entered a little bit, well, I wouldn't say earlier than I wanted to, but I did see price come very close to my stop loss. So I entered this position on Thursday, and in fairness, Thursday, there were some good sell opportunities there. But I would prefer, as I said, I prefer to go with the trend. And I think if you're taking sales, again, these are very short term. So, during the New York session, I entered this buy. And yeah, definitely did pull back quite close to my stop, but I held. So yeah, and then we had the continuation. We had a break above the previous highs that price was making as it was climbing back up. We had a little pullback, and yeah, we've just been soaring ever since. I mean, obviously, like I said, we did have that dip back, but I kind of knew here. Of course, you can see I've got my pivot points on. I expected somewhere around here, as this was kind of like, this was an area where sellers were at before. So I did expect a pullback, which is why I kind of, not to the exact, but I had my I had my TP at 5045. So yeah, same again, you can just go down to the M15. We're not really seeing, there's definitely some consolidation that was happening here. I mean, after we had price break above 5,000, which was quite a stubborn area, we had a break above 5,000 on a Wednesday, and then obviously here we were just compressing and consolidating. And even when I had entered my buy, this was still kind of a consolidation zone. And you know, a lot of the time when I see equal highs, equal lows, more on a higher time frame, I'm more kind of like, I want to say cautious, and may expect a reversal, which we did have. But of course it did reverse slightly. But again, it was above the previous low that it created here, the one that came quite close to my stop. So yeah, I'm sure, you know, gold is, I said gold is back. Gold didn't go anywhere. Obviously, there were definitely some really nice clean moves in here. But if you're a gold buyer and you know normally your bias is bullish, then this is definitely the time in the market for you. Yeah, let's go back to the 4 hour. So I've kept my, I've kept my position open. I mean, some people have views on holding over the weekend, but for me, I kind of just feel like we'll just go with price action. Yeah, I'm not afraid of holding over the weekend, you know, especially when I'm deep in profit as I am. And like I said, I've taken partials. So for this week, of course, as I mentioned, bullish scenario, holding above 5019, over just above the 5,000 mark, to be fair, because I do feel like that was quite a stubborn area, and it's very, you know, it's a psychological area as well. But like, we're holding above that, and if we get clean acceptance above 5119, which is, you know, matches my bias, then yeah, I think we'll be seeing 5200 and possibly, you know, a climb back up to these highs and potentially a new all-time high, as we know gold does love an all-time high. But yeah, bearish scenario, I mean, I'm not really bearish at all this week, but anything's possible. So if we reject 5119 and we have a clean close back below the 5,000 area, maybe 5,019, then I'll be thinking that we're going bearish, and then maybe you know, we'll see how price reacts to the 4963 area again. And if we lose that area, then yeah, I'm definitely going to shift my bias. But yeah, as I said, I'm still holding my positions. Yeah, structurally, overall, we are bullish. Yeah, so as I say always, this one's quite short and sweet. If you find this helpful at all, if you like the video, then please just give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I mean, I don't like to give signals, I don't predict. I literally just trade structure and price action, market structure and price action. And I'm here every Sunday just kind of giving my view and just hoping that this might help, or, you know, yeah. So anyway, enjoy your day, and I look forward to catching you next week. Bye.